So what is a gold standard? Or practically, what is commodity money? So in the system that was previously before money, it consisted very much of bartering. So imagine if you have a bunch of eggs and you want, I don't know, a hat. So you go to the hatter and say, hey, do you want these eggs for that hat? And if he accepts, well, you get your hat. But if he doesn't and says, well, I don't want eggs, but I do want a pen, well, you're gonna have to find somebody now to trade eggs for a pen. And if that doesn't work, you're gonna go all over the place in trying to find somebody to find that good that the hatter wants. So how do we fix that? Well, we use a commodity. We use something that can be representative and say, okay, this right here is gold or silver, cryptocurrency, etc. And I'm going to exchange this with you for a given product. Both parties see it as valuable, and a transaction takes place. Currency, or that matter, gold, silver, etc., is very much a store of value. So if you took a dollar bill out of your pocket today, and you were to put it under the mattress, chances are that dollar bill is not going to be as valuable as, let's say, if you put $1 worth of gold under the pillow. Gold and silver hold their value tremendously. Now, another aspect about money, currency, etc., is fungibility. You have to be able to split it up into denomination, right? If you have, let's say, $50 worth of gold and a person only wants $10, well, you can divide that gold up. Now, what makes it easier is paper currency. Now, not paper currency in the form of fiat money, but something representative of that gold. So you have $5 gold certificate, and that gold certificate entitles you to $5 worth of gold. You go to the bank, you exchange your $5 bill, and they give you $5 worth of gold. Now, the great part about this is that bill is taken out of circulation, you get your gold, that reduces inflation. Now, it doesn't mean you are immune to inflation. There are various factors that can drive up the price of gold, including overmining. Spain was known for this, Spain and Portugal, when massive silver deposits were discovered in South America, that it really devalued the Spanish currency overall. Now, gold and silver are better stores of value than the dollar bill because the dollar bill is very much based on faith and it's very much based on debt. There are various aspects of what makes a currency, what makes money in particular, but it has to be a medium of exchange, it has to be fungible, has to have some utility, people have to find a use for it, and a whole host of things which make it money. Now, a great treatise is by Lysander on banking, I will link that down below, and a bunch of other great articles, books, chapters, etc. Walter Block actually went into this in one of the chapters on finance, the Counterfeiter, and goes into explaining how very much that fiat currency is very much counterfeiting. It's not, in a sense, real money, as what traditionally what would be known as money. So what are the problems with paper currency? Well, the problem with paper currency is it's very susceptible to inflation. Weimar Germany is a great example of this, where they printed so much money because of the debt they had to pay back in World War I that it really just ruined their currency. It took millions of dollars just to buy one loaf of bread. Now, there is an example where this benefited Germany in a slight way. Germany's debt or indemnities were lowered as a result of printing all that money. They renegotiated with the Allies. France was very much against that, but the United Kingdom saw, okay, it's better to get some money than no money, but it's very interesting. Another example of But yes, that is the origin of currency, the origin of money, what it is, why it's needed, and some of the aspects of what make commodity money a thing. Now, fiat currency is basically currency that is issued by a government, and it is valuable because the government deems it as so. It is legal tender for both private and public debts. That's why it's valuable. The government enforces it. It's very much a monopoly, and very much how our money and banking system work is very much monopolized by the government. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. If you like any of my economic content, like it and share it around. Hope you guys have a wonderful week. And don't forget to subscribe.